Welcome to all of those that ride dirt bikes and race and want to get better. So today's video, I'm going to share with you the 5 things that I did that helped me start winning races. So number 1, built the turn track. I got less than an acre here. It's semi-flat. There is a little terrain to it, so not all the turns are the same. They're not the same distances. I tried to make it as realistic as possible. Some of them have 2 or 3 options in the corners. You can go both directions on the track to help you out. So the first thing was step number 1. We found a turn track. Check. Get yourself a turn track. If you can't build one, find one. You definitely need one to help you improve on riding. So number 2. All right, step number 2. Let's ride it and try not to touch the ground. Once you got your turn track, just ride around on it, sitting down. Sit down with your leg up in the air when you go around the corners, the best form that you can, and just try not to touch the ground. Just you're going to touch the ground, but just cruise around as much as you can and try not to touch the ground. It's possible. Once you can do it consistently, without touching the ground, 2-3 laps, then move on to the next step. Number 3. So now you're going to ride your turn track standing up. And the same thing, ride all around every turn and try not to touch the ground and stand up the whole time. You're gonna touch the ground a few times. Like, there's a learning curve that you're gonna go through, but once you can do it again consistently, 2, 3, 4 laps, then it's time to move on to the next step. So step number 4, try to do no clutch, no brakes. That's when it gets hard. Whoa. See my hands? No clutch, no brakes, no fingers. All right, step number 4, you're gonna ride your track and try not to use your clutch or your brakes in the corners. So same thing, I would start with sitting down and just try not to use your brakes or your clutch. You're gonna have to go slow to start, and you're gonna use your brakes and your clutch a little bit, but do the best you can without using your brakes and your clutch. And once you got that pretty good, move on to standing up. And same thing, don't use your brakes or your clutch. You're going to put in a lot of laps on your track will get better, your turns get better, everything gets easier the more you do it. So now, step number 5, the most important one. Step number 5, endurance. A clock you can see will really help you. So if you are a racer, you're going to want to train for endurance. That's one of the most important parts of racing. If you race, you know that. So if you're an amateur, like most of us, myself, so like a motocross race, 8 to 12 minutes generally. An arena cross style race, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So, how long your race is. If you don't, watch one, time it. And you're going to want to ride at least 1 to 2 minutes longer than an actual race. And then you're going to want to do that 2 to 4 times a day. So you come out to your track and you got a moto coming, a race coming up in 2 weeks. I'd want to get out here and practice probably 3 to 5 times a week, depending on how serious you are. And you're going to want to do 2 to 4 motos to yourself, you know, maybe more than that, depending on how you are. But say you're doing motocross, I'd come out here and do at least 3 10-minute sessions. Maybe the first one I would do sitting down, you know, to start off, and then halfway through stand up and, you know, change directions on the track. And then the second one I would do just standing up the whole time. See if you could go the whole moto standing up, and, you know, practice not putting your foot down. Don't use your clutch. Don't use your brakes. The more times you can do it, the better off you're going to be. And after doing that for a month, I had a huge improvement, and here's the results of my last 6 races right here. Speak for themselves. So I'm not a professional, obviously. These are all amateur races, you know. Some of them a little less competitions than other, but, you know, still the results have gone better. So my 5 techniques for you. Basically, get a turn track, ride your turn track. Don't put your foot down, stand up, don't use your brakes, don't use your clutch, and endurance. It's up to you how good you want to get. This will make you better than you were before if you haven't done it. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Get better. Let me know if it helps. Until next time. Thanks, man. Alright guys, thanks for watching.